should not have to live in between. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Sir.
మీరు ఎవరండి?
Sir, computer science college.
కంప్యూటర్ సెంటర్ నుంచా? ఓకే. ఓకే.
Oh, yes. Thank
బట్
you.
పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ ఎవరు లేరు?
Sir, I live నడుస్తుందా sir?
ఇప్పుడు లైవ్ ఆల్రెడీ స్టార్టెడా?
Live started
ఓ, నా లైవ్
క్లాస్.
స్టార్ట్ చేయకండి. స్టార్ట్ చేయకండి, ఎందుకు పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ లేరు?
అట్లా కాదు. మీరు మీ క్లాస్ చెప్పేసేయండి. అది లైవ్ నడుస్తుంటది యూట్యూబ్ లో.
ఓ, అట్లా
వాళ్ళ స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చూసుకుంటారు తర్వాత. అది సేవ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓ, అట్లా పెట్టారా? ఓకే, ఓకే,
ఓకే
ఓకే.
సార్.
నేను స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు మరి చూస్తున్నాను నేను.
లేదు. మీరు మీ క్లాస్ చెప్పండి సార్, వాళ్ళు చూసుకుంటారు తర్వాత. మీరు యూట్యూబ్.
ఓకే, ఓకే.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అటు కూడా ఇంటరాక్షన్ లేదు, వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్పినారు మన సిలబస్ తెలియదు. పోయిరే, ప్రాబ్లం
అంటే
ఉంది.
మీరు సిలబస్ చూపిస్తే చెప్పేసాను సార్ అది.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, ఇది
అంటే
నడుస్తుంది, లైవ్ నడుస్తుంది.
ఓకే, ఆల్రెడీ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యిందా? Hello, students. Welcome to this class. Now we are discussing an important branch of psychology, that is health psychology. Health psychology is one of the important branches of psychology. And this health psychology, as you know, to your students, it is offered as a part of uh, UG or undergraduate or degree program. So this is one of the optional subjects in degree level, and various other subjects are also there. This is one of the elective subjects of UG psychology. So coming to the health psychology, we have already given the book, and syllabus also we have shared the syllabus, and this health psychology subject, according to our syllabus, it covers various concepts or various units or chapters of health psychology. Basically, there are 15 units or 15 chapters are there, 15 units are there in health psychology, and each unit is named after a important concept. And all these 15 units are divided into 5 blocks, and in each block there are 3 units. Let us know what are the uh, 3 blocks that cover health psychology paper or course, health psychology course. One is introduction to health psychology. There is a first block. That another thing is second block, stress and illness. Stress and illness is another important block of health psychology. So third block deals with chronic and terminal illness. So this is the third block of health psychology. And the fourth block, another important concept of the aspect of health psychology is patient practitioner communication or relationship and health promotion. That is the title of the fourth block. And coming to the block five, fifth block, that is the last block, that is titled as pain management. The pain management and the health care interventions. So these are the five broad areas that we will be covering as part of health psychology. And coming to the exact units or chapters of health psychology. As I told you already, there are 15 units or chapters are there. What are those 15 units? As I told you, in each block, there are three units are there. Block is the broad area of the units. Unit 1 of health psychology deals with the concepts of health and also the concepts of health psychology. So various definitions are there, various concepts are there. What are the important concepts or the definitions of health and health psychology are discussed as part of Unit 1. And Unit 2, it is the title of the unit is Behavior and Health. And the third unit is Theories of Health Beliefs. Various theories or models are there regarding the health beliefs. So what are those health beliefs, the health belief models or theories? All the theories are covered in Unit 3. And Block 2, that is fourth unit, it is stress. So important unit in the health psychology is the stress and various aspects of stress will be discussed as part of the stress as there is unit 4. And unit 5, it is a continuation of the stress. And unit 5 deals with the effects of stress. What are the effects of stress? What are the consequences of stress? So those consequences or the effects of stress, either psychological nature or physical nature, will be discussed as part of the impact of stress or the consequence of stress or the effects of stress. And Unit 6, so that is also an important one and very much useful to the health psychologists. That is coping with stress. So stress is inevitable. Stress will be there, and we have discussed the the impact of the stress. Now the thing is in the unit 6, how to cope with the stress. What is the coping mechanism or the coping interventions or the coping techniques? So how to deal with the stress. So those things, interventions or coping techniques will be discussed in Unit 6. And seventh unit is illness. So the illness, what do you mean by illness? Different types of illnesses. The definition of illness will be discussed as part of the Unit 7 or that is illness. And Unit 8 is chronic illness and its impact. Chronic illness and its impact. So what is the impact of chronic illness? What are the chronic illnesses are there? What are the types of chronic illnesses? Exert diseases or illnesses of the which are chronic in nature and its impact and say on psychology, on psychological aspects, and also the body. And Unit 9, terminal illness. What are the different types of terminal illness? Those will be discussed. The characteristics of terminal illness, its impact of the terminal illness, those things will be explained as part of the terminal illness. And Unit 6, Unit 10. Unit 10 is a unit patient practitioner communication. So this is also a very important aspect of the health psychology. How the doctors or the health professionals or health practitioners should communicate or talk with the patients, how to deal with them, how to communicate, what techniques have to employ, what precautions has to take when they discuss, when they talk to the patients. That is the most important thing. So these communication techniques or the problems will be discussed. The two things are there. How the health professionals, for example, doctor, nurse, or dietitian, or nutrition, whoever it is, health professionals, how they should communicate so that the patient can easily understand what they have, what type of treatment they have given, what type of information they have given to the patients. In the same way, how the patient should communicate to the doctor or a nurse or the any other dietitian or any technical person or health professional involved in the treatment of the patients. So how they have to talk to a doctor, what information has to give, what are the techniques involved in communicating the information to the doctor. So those things will be discussed as what are the patient practitioner communication. And the and next unit is health compromising and health enhancing behaviors. So, what are the health compromising behaviors or health promotion behaviors or the health? There are also health enhancing behaviors. So both are different. So health compromising behavior is different from the health enhancing behaviors. How they compromise with the health and what are the what how the behavior, those will be we will discuss. The health compromising behaviors of the people and also health enhancing behaviors of the people. Those things will be discussed as part of the unit 11. And unit 12 is health promotion. How to promote the health among the people. So what techniques are there? What measures either the government or the person they should take to promote or to improve health conditions of the people. So various techniques are there. Those techniques will be discussed in order to promote or enhance the health or health promotion. What are the techniques? What are the measures that one has to take either at the individual level and also at the government level or also at the family level and also at the society level. And the pain management. So pain management is another topic under unit that was covered under health psychology subject. That is the pain. And another unit or the topic is health care or intervention techniques. So there are many intervention techniques out there. What are those intervention techniques? What are the advantages? The advantages and disadvantages of each intervention. Those things will be clearly explained or covered as part of the healthcare intervention techniques. And the unit 15 and health and well-being. What do you mean by health and what is the meaning of the well-being? Those things will be discussed as part of the health and well-being. This is the last chapter, that is health and well-being is the last chapter, that is 15th chapter of health psychology. So the degree students, so they have to read this 15 units to get information or the knowledge about health psychology. So, as I told you, health psychology is one of the important branches or modern branches of psychology. So, what are the other branches of psychology? For example, social psychology is one, and psychopathology or abnormal behavior, and the counseling psychology, organizational behavior or organizational psychology is there, and lifespan development psychology or lifespan development. Like this, there are many branches are there. Sports psychology is there, and also positive psychology, uh, like that. Different branches. Environmental psychology is one, like that. There are various branches of psychology, and one health psychology is also one of the branches of the psychology. So this so we can start with the meaning of the first concept of health. What do you mean by what do you mean by health? And uh, so what do you mean by health? Generally, people think health means absence of disease. If a person has no disease, has no illness, generally people think that he is very healthy. So presence of illness, presence of disease is treated as ill health. Conversely, absence of illness, absence of disease is considered as health. That means, as I told you, if a person has no disease, has no illness at a particular point of time, then you will usually say that person is very healthy. So, but this meaning is different. The actual meaning of health is quite different from this type of notion. The various people have defined health in different ways, but usually we take the definition given by the World Health Organization, WHO. It has given a beautiful definition about health. What do you mean by health? What is the definition of health? When can we say that a person is healthy? So, according to the definition of World Health Organization, that is WHO, what is the what is the definition of that? So it says, I give you the exact definition as given by the WHO. Health is a complete health is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. I repeat, the exact definition of health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. That means that person should be physically healthy, mentally healthy, and socially healthy. He should Person should be able to maintain good social relationship as part of social well-being, and he should have good mental well-being, mental emotional status, sorry, and physical health. So these are in other words, when we talk about the uh, health, what are the components of health? In other words, the question is, what are the important components of health? Same thing. The components are physical, psychological, and social concepts. So that means psychological factors, when you discuss the health concepts or the health of a person, psychological factors are considered, social factors are considered, and health factors are also considered. All these three factors are taken into consideration to say or to describe the health. And another definition, health according to Oxford English Dictionary. What is the meaning of health or the definition according to the English Dictionary? Dictionary meaning is the state of being free from sickness. The state of being free from sickness, injury, bodily conditions, something indicating good bodily condition. I repeat, the dictionary meaning of health, that is Oxford English Dictionary, the state of being free from sickness, free from sickness, free from injury, free from injury, free from bodily conditions, and something indicating good bodily condition. So this is the concept or the meaning of uh, the dictionary. The concept of health is subject to the individual's perception, the cultures, beliefs, and social class. So the thing is, it is subjective in nature. The concept of health is subjective in nature. It depends on the individual's perception, and also cultural factors, and the beliefs of the people, and the social class. These are also considered as part of the concept of health. And there are two different perspectives concerning the people's definition of health. There are two different perspectives. One is titled as narrow perspective, another is titled as broad perspective. So we have discussed different definitions. For example, the definition of the World Health Organization, and also we have discussed the meaning of health as given in the dictionary. And when all these things are examined, various definitions and various meanings given by different people or different dictionaries, those things are categorized into two. One is narrow perspective and a broad perspective. What is the narrow perspective of health that we have already discussed? The narrow perspective of health is absence of disease. Absence of disease is considered as is treated as health. Or conversely, if there is a disease or presence of disease, is the opposite. I'm taking the opposite way. Presence of disease, presence of illness is treated as ill health. That means a particular person is not healthy. That is a narrow perspective. Just absence of disease is not exactly health. So that is a non-narrow perspective. Then what is the broad perspective of health? Broad perspective of health is as given in the, it is already given by the World Health Organization. It clearly said health includes physical health, mental health, and social health. These three factors are there. So that is a broad perspective. So two perspectives of health. One perspective is narrow, and another perspective is broad. Narrow perspective, it means absence of disease, and the broader perspective is that health includes different factors, different components, as I said, physical, mental, and social. Then the another part is health psychology. We have discussed, we have defined what is health. And psychology, of course, we do not require the definition because I have already discussed in various courses. Now, what is health psychology? What do you mean by it? Health psychology can be defined as a discipline that identifies, understands, studies biological, psychological, cultural, and environmental factors that contribute to physical health and the prevention of illness. And secondly, another way of defining, another meaning is health psychology is also referred to as behavioral medicine or medical psychology. The field of health psychology has two subfields. The field of health psychology has two subfields. That is behavioral health, there is one field, and behavioral medicine. Behavioral medicine is another one. Behavioral, what do we mean by behavioral health? Behavioral health deals with the prevention of illness and health-related problems. I repeat, behavioral health deals with the prevention of illness and health-related problems. And what do you mean by behavioral medicine? Other one is behavioral health, and this one is behavioral medicine. What is this? What do you mean by behavioral medicine? Behavioral medicine concentrates on the treatment of illness and health problems. That means it focuses on the treatment of illness, on the treatment of illness. And the first one deals with the prevention of illness and health related problems. In sum, health psychology is a discipline of psychology that applies psychological theories and research to illness, health, and health care. Health psychology is concerned with a range of health related behaviors such as healthy eating, practitioner patient relationship, patient's beliefs about health and illness. And one psychologist has described health psychology as the aggregate of the specific educational, scientific, and professional contribution of the discipline. Now we will discuss the scope of health psychology. Scope of health psychology. So, what is the scope? Health psychology is a relatively young field of psychology, but its revolutionary quality has led to the creation of four subfields, four subfields into which it can be categorized. So, this health psychology has four subfields. Please note, dear students, please note this health psychology has certain subfields. Health psychology is a branch of psychology. That is one thing. Another thing is health psychology also has certain branches, certain scopes, certain subfields of subfields. So these there are four subfields. According to one person, there are some categorized into four subfields. One subfield is clinical health psychology. Clinical health psychology is one subfield of health psychology. And public health psychology. There is another subfield of health psychology. That is public health psychology. Third of subfields, third area is community health psychology. Third one is community health psychology. And fourth one is critical health psychology. I repeat for your understanding. What are the subfields of health psychology? Health psychology has different subfields. So the subfields are categorized into four. There can be categorized into four. One such subfield is critical health psychology, community health psychology, public health psychology, and clinical health psychology. These are the fields. And what about this clinical health psychology? What what it contribute? How it contributes? What is the contribution? What is the importance of clinical health psychology? What it covers under the heading clinical health psychology? What factors or what concepts are covered under the heading clinical health psychology? This field seeks to understand health and quality of life from a psychological perspective. For example, studying the impact of stress leading to smoking. You see the impact of stress that leads to smoking. The field, this field is most established of the four subfields with regard to methodology. And community health psychology. This field focuses on social change and the research methods. This field works towards emphasizing the need to develop and improve the health of the community. The a bit important point here is this field works towards emphasizing the need to develop and improve the health of the community. And public health psychology, it is concerned with the general population, specific to vulnerable groups and health policies, which gets translated into health outcomes. It is a multidisciplinary field that draws from epidemiology as well as psychology. How? For example, the presence of any disease found in people of different or specific ethnicities or physical locations, and how help should be provided to them. And critical health psychology, it deals with what? It covers what? It is concerned with greater influences such as economics, power, and social institutions on health and health care. It analyzes the assumptions and discourse in the field of health research, health professionals, and policy makers. We should also know the students of health psychology should also know the goals of health psychology. What are the goals of psychology? There are various goals. Not one or two, there are many goals are there. What are they? You will discuss one by one. The one of the goals is understanding, explaining, developing, and testing the theories and putting theory into practice. Evaluating the role of behavior and etiology of illness. One goal is evaluating the role of the behavior and the etiology of illness. For example, most of the heart diseases are related to behaviors such as fatty food intake, lack of exercises, and smoking. That is one of the goals of health psychology. And predicting unhealthy behaviors, such as smoking, alcohol, and lack of exercises that can stem from beliefs. And assessing the interaction between physiology and psychology. How the interaction takes place between physiology and psychology. For example, any stressful experience can be related to appraisal, coping process, and social support. Help comprehend the role of psychology while experiencing illness. For example, identifying and understanding the psychological basis of pain to help alleviate symptoms of pain. As I told you, the one important goal is putting the theory into practice that can be implemented by doing different things. For example, promotion of healthy behaviors. Promotion of healthy behaviors. For example, understanding the health beliefs of patients and to bring a change in behavior. Prevention of illness. For example, behavioral interventions during an illness, such as suggesting stopping smoking after a heart attack. The actualization of these goals becomes the core objectives of any health psychologist. To summarize, in sum, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. There are physical, psychological, and social components of health. Illness, wellness, continuing. Health psychology is the study of biological, psychological, and social factors that cause illness and the prevention of the same. Health psychologists work in various fields such as hospitals, colleges, universities. They help formulate and study the ways of living a healthy life.